Greetings. My name is KV Premraj. I am an ex-banker, author and speaker. We are commencing a new series of podcasts, and the first topic that we have chosen is on insurance. Insurance is a word we all know, but not everyone understands how it works, why it matters, and what role it plays in protecting our families, income, and the future. To help us decode the subject, we have with us Hemang Jangla, a catalyst, someone who triggers thoughts, actions, and change. In the first series, we will explore the basics of insurance, what it is, how premiums and coverage works, and the main type of insurance and why people often delay or avoid it. A brief about our guest, the catalyst that we spoke about, Hemang Jangla. He is an investment banker, insurance entrepreneur, mentor, speaker, reader, and social worker. With over 35 years experience in merchant banking and investment banking, he has advised on capital markets, restructuring, corporate finance, IPOs, and strategic transactions. In 2005, he founded Have More Insurance Brokers Private Limited, an IRDA licensed insurance broking company working across life and non-life insurance in India. An alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad, Hemang is known as a catalyst, someone who sparks curiosity, awareness, action, and change. Deeply involved in social and community initiatives, he believes strongly in uplifting those at the bottom rung of society. His guiding principle is simple and powerful. Never give up until your goal is achieved. Welcome to the show, Hemang.
Namaste Premraj ji, and thank you very much for having me here. And as you chosen the subject, I will try my best to give the justice to it.
I'm sure you'll do well.
Thank you.
You call yourself a catalyst. So let's begin there. What is the one mindset shift that you would want a catalyst in people when they hear the word insurance?
Yeah, I think you asked very basic question. I will want to take you about 2 minutes for the past. See, insurance is not new. It's already a concept is available in whole world since 300, 400, 500 years. If you see the old documents in Europe also, you can find a lot of things like called insurance type of things. But unfortunately in India after the independence, due to the various social, I don't blame anything, but social positioning of the people, and as we grow, trying to thrive about the growth of the country, and also the economic situation of the people and the country, the insurance world, they feel this is expenses rather than protection, because their priority is different that time. I fully agreed with the people of India that time. Those time was different because we don't know how they feel. But then slowly people understand is the protection, but the mindset has not gone very fast, and that is a bottleneck, because the government, all the government also try to penetrate very much insurance in with the people, with the country deep inside, but still we don't find that type of success in this thing, because the basic reason is whenever we say insurance, either people say अरे पहले हम तो अपना काम करें बाद में इंश्योरेंस को देखेंगे. That is number one. Those who pay, they say ये तो expense है. And third, I think is very humor is there, but इंडिया में मोस्टली सबको ऐसा है कि मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. So I think there is a concept. I know all are become astrologer, and is also been basic कि भाई जो होगा वो बाजू वाले को होगा, मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. So but think see, as the population increase, evolution is always there. I believe in motto of the evolution, motto of Darwin ka hum dekhe evolution. So obviously it will change. We talk about the baby bloomer and then millennial and Gen Z. They now try to understand the concept, and basically one should understand the people. It is not a tax saving tool. Previously very rightly said so. Ki previously the instrument was not there. Financial instrument is not there in India. So people what they do to save, the government has given 1.5 lakh something like that to save, and they used to take the policy. See, very simple कि भाई हमको टैक्स बचाना है तो पॉलिसी ले लो. That's the whole story, and which end. But eventually last 20-25 years, the financial market becomes so progress and so with the technology also, like all financial products and tools are available, all like whole world, so everything is available. So as far as investment purpose, you can invest anywhere now. So as far as return is concerned, you can get return from direct market, mutual fund are there. So now, because insurance is not a investment return based product, is you can say IRR, you understand the things because become ex-banker, is a 7-8% max. And previously it was 9-10%, now 7, or maybe if you calculate internal RRR is 4 to 5%. People know, but बोलने के लिए ठीक है. But so ultimately insurance is not a investment product, and that is the biggest mistake I think we all make. Like financial institution, they want to club कि हमारे पास all financial tool है. Then they include the insurance in that. That I think we have to keep separate. What I feel is as and when, because financial आप एक करो, insurance अलग करो, because it's a protection product. So you can't compare the investment product with the financial product with the protection product.
That's a nice way of explaining how insurance evolved over the years and why it is important for us. So let's take this conversation forward. For a common person, insurance often feels like a complicated product filled with fine print. How would you explain insurance in the simplest possible way, as if you were explaining to a young earning professional or a family buying insurance for the very first time?
Very nice question you asked. But let me ask you one counter question. Whenever you want to buy a, say for example, bike or TV or mobile, what you do?
I first take a review of as to what I want to buy, talk to friends, see what people feel and what is the general impression about that product, and then take a call.
Right. But when you go TV, you read everything.
Not everything.
The
Basic
basic whatever the salesman tell you. Say for example, when you go to store, when salesman you ask the features, right? I don't telling more features, but 7-8 features they will tell you. साब इसमें Bluetooth है, साब इसमें ये है, सब इसमें ये है, right? And bike also when you go to showroom, they say you brake ऐसे लगता है, automatic है, panel है, right? But you ask the characteristics.
Right.
So sir, I want to tell you कि when you buy insurance, why not asking that? And that is the biggest mistakes with all Indians specifically, because see, insurance is a contract. And as I mentioned previously, in India, policy has been taken for some other reason, not for protection, all these years. So एक कागज लेना है टैक्स सेविंग के लिए, इसलिए लोग लेते थे, वहाँ से we start our journey last 25 years, 30 years when IRDA come into place and they try to penetrate, and a lot of awareness. IRDA is also taking a lot of efforts of explaining and teaching and educating the people. As far as government is also pushing a lot of hard to push. But having said that, it is people also responsible to read at least some characteristics, features. आप थोड़ा तो पढ़ोगे. See, I am not asking you to read. लोग बोलते हैं मुझे भी, अरे वो कौन पढ़ेगा, वो तो मैंने भी नहीं पढ़ा 10 पेपर पे. दैट इज ओके, बट एटलीस्ट यू आस्क, जब आप लेते हो किससे भी, ऑनलाइन है ये, यू रीड द बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स और स्पेशल बेसिक फीचर्स ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड द फीचर्स, तो एवरीवन शुड बाय फॉर इंश्योरेंस हैज टू रीड, हैज टू अंडरस्टैंड, because when you buy car, when you buy any other things, you ask 100 questions. वो कैसा है, बराबर है कि नहीं है, क्या इसमें मिलेगा, फ्री क्या है, नहीं क्या है, कैसे होगा, कंडीशन क्या है, यू आस्क एवरीथिंग, वारंटी कितना है। बट इंश्योरेंस में आप बोलते हैं अच्छा ठीक है कुछ भी दे दो। सो व्हेन यू टेल कुछ भी दे दो तो फिर आपको भुगतना पड़ेगा जो भी है। सो वेदर यू बाय डायरेक्टली, यू बाय फ्रॉम इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, यू बाय फ्रॉम एनी इंटरमीडियरी, और यू बाय फ्रॉम any other way, you should ask the question, and you should ask the right question. What you ask for other things, when you buy, you ask all right question, but when you buy the insurance, all your, as you close your brain and say अच्छा दे दो ठीक है, मैं चेक काट देता हूँ, मेरे को तो इसके लिए चाहिए. So I think I think people should be aware, and now is good people asking question, but new generation asking question, 100 question. I seen so many my new clients are there, 20 years, 25 years, they ask 100 question. We also feel awkward, feel frustrated, but then suddenly realize this is exactly what people should ask the question, right question, not wrong question कि ये होगा तो मिलेगा कि नहीं ये मिलेगा, but the right question one should ask, and slowly ask both side, and the company also become transparent now. IRDA is very heavy on these companies and see that transparency is a must. So policy wording should be standard. So now all the products, let me tell you this thing, mostly the policy wording character is mostly same. Product can different because company can come out with a different product, but the basic inherent प्रोडक्ट लाइन इज द सेम. लाइक मतलब फायर का है तो फायर का है, मोटर का है तो द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज सेम, बट स्लाइटली प्रोडक्ट कुछ अलग है तो इफ़ यू टू गिव सम डिफरेंट राइडर वो डिफरेंट है. बट मोस्टली पॉलिसी भी वर्डिंग में काफ़ी ट्रांसपेरेंसी है अभी. दूसरा, दिस ऑल द वर्डिंग हैज़ टू बी वेटेड, वी टू सेंड टू इरडा, सो दे ऑल्सो सी कि भाई कुछ इसमें ऐसा नहीं हो, रीड बिटवीन लाइन्स बोलते हैं ना, कुछ गलत हो. सो चाहे आप ना पढ़ो बाकी के 20 पेज जो छोटा छोटा लिखा है, दैट इज डिस्क्लेमर बेसिकली. डोंट अफ्रेड ऑफ दैट. ऐसे डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो चुना चला रहा है तो बिकॉज बेसिकली इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. सो is a 1938 is insurance, and insurance a contract between the insurance company and the customer. So when you go to the contract, तो obviously वो policy document जो बनेगा उसमें contract जो rule है, एक्ट है, वो एक्ट का क्लोज आएगा, नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट दैट, वो फॉर्मेलिटी है. बट यू सी कि व्हाट इज अवेलेबल, व्हाट इज बेनिफिट टू यू, एंड इन द इवेंचुअलिटी क्या मिलेगा, क्या नहीं मिलेगा, क्या रेस्ट्रिक्शन है, क्या आपको सबमिट करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड दैट इज वाई आइदर नाउ तो यू हैव ऑनलाइन, you can find, if you buy from online also you can go to Google and you can check, everything is available now, AI also there, so you can go and check. But in a nutshell, if you want my answer, people has to spend some time, not only writing checks but also time to read.
That's a nice way to put it. One needs to be aware as to what one is getting into, and they can be rest assured IRDA has been vetting these policies so that the fine print they don't need to bother. Overall concept is to what they are getting into is what is important from the layman's point of view, from the ultimate consumer. Thank you for enlightening us with that. And let us now proceed further. People pay premium year after year and sometimes feel nothing happened. My money is wasted. As a catalyst for financial awareness, how do you help people understand that insurance is not an expense but protection?
I think this is the question I have heard 1,000 times in last 20-21 years. But I every time amused. What do you mean by I pay premium every year and nothing happen? So are you waiting to happen something? मतलब I sometimes is not, मतलब मुझे हंसी आती है, मतलब sometimes people ask me same question this, no, कि भाई 10 साल से मैं भर रहा हूँ, मतलब they talk like this कि अरे 10 साल से प्रीमियम भर रहा हूँ, कुछ नहीं होता है, मेरा पैसा तो वेस्टेज गया. I simply don't understand what they are, either they are in that sense or मतलब वो क्या कहना चाहते हैं. Sometimes I feel very serious, and मतलब कुछ होने की वेट करना चाहते हैं, मतलब कुछ हो. I think you are paying for not, भगवान करे कुछ हो ना, क्योंकि so many times if you see the ओपन करते हैं हॉस्पिटल या एम्बुलेंस का, तो नेता जब कुछ भी बोलते वो बोलते हैं कि भाई ऑलवेज दे मेक वन स्टेटमेंट कि भाई भगवान करे कि इसमें आपको ना आना पड़े, लेकिन हो तो इसके लिए एम्बुलेंस है या हॉस्पिटल है। सेम थिंग, एंड वेरी नाइसली समवन टोल्ड ऑल्सो कि पैराशूट और इंश्योरेंस इट शुड बी ओपन व्हेन यू नीडेड। इफ यू जंप फ्रॉम द प्लेन एंड एयरपोर्ट पैराशूट नहीं खुल रहा है तो 1 घंटे बाद खोल के क्या फायदा, यू आर गॉन। सो इंश्योरेंस एंड पैराशूट आर द सेम। इफ यू तो एनालॉजी आप देखिए उसका कि व्हेन यू रिक्वायर्ड तब होना चाहिए, आपके पास नहीं है और आपको कुछ हो गया उसके बाद आप जागोगे तो कैसे चलेगा। सो दिस इज पीपल आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन, बट आई थिंक इसका कोई जवाब है नहीं, क्योंकि व्हाट आंसर आई शुड गिव, क्योंकि कोई दे फील एक्सपेंसिस है, अभी आप एक्सपेंस गिनो। आई थिंक इज अ प्रीमियम और एक्सपेंसिस पेड टू बिकम रिमेन प्रोटेक्टेड, यू कैन से, ऐसा फील करो कि मैं प्रोटेक्शन का कुछ पैसा दे रहा हूँ, बिकॉज आई हैव नो आंसर, बिकॉज end of the day what you are paying a small amount is a insurance, or you can say a protection amount for in the eventuality, क्योंकि you required before that, not after. After के बाद नहीं होगा तो आपको कुछ मिलने वाला नहीं है। So I think this basic understanding लोगों के पास होना चाहिए। It is God grace. I think अब मैं उसका जवाब देता हूँ कि भी God grace, आप 15 साल से प्रीमियम भर रहे हो, आपको जरूरत नहीं पड़ा, it's a God grace. Why you disgrace this? why you talk like this? हो गया, but if I can say like this कि if you paying some amount but remain healthy, it is good. कि भाई भगवान आपको अच्छा रखता है, like on God grace you are following lot of things and you feel healthy, your family become healthy, then you pay some money which according to you going waste, what wasting then? Because you are good, you are healthy, so नहीं हुआ। So I think people should come out of this mind, and people coming out, but as I mentioned to you, is a deep rooted things in India, and like it's people treat it as expenses and not a protection money or protection amount or something which we can protect your family, your assets and everything. But I think mainly people are coming out of that, but still people are there, people are there who, वो तो होते होते होगा, like it's evolution, the evolution is takes many years. So trying, we are also trying, government is also trying, IRDA also trying, other people, institution also trying to tell them कि भाई anyone who are asking you for insurance, आप उसको ये नज़र से मत देखो कि अरे इंश्योरेंस वाले आ गए, उसको प्रीमियम ही चाहिए, उसके ब्रोकरेज, तो ये बिजनेस है। अनफॉर्चुनेटली पीपल थिंक डिफरेंटली व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इंश्योरेंस। व्हेन यू टॉक कि मैं आईटी बेचता हूँ, टीवी बेचता हूँ, तो लोग बोलते हैं हाँ ठीक है, या ये सर्विस देता हूँ, तो उसके लिए नहीं देखते हैं। बट व्हेन यू टेक इंश्योरेंस तो ऑटोमेटिक जो माइंड क्लोज। दिस इज व्हाट हैपन नो, दिस जनरेशन टू जनरेशन, like our forefather thinking, not think that line, now our generation is there, so we are open up, so next generation will be very open कि भाई take insurance as a one of the product, buy but not disgrace the products, basically insurance is a your what I say is lifetime tool, मतलब एक आपका साथी है। और आई थिंक LIC का भी है, जीवन के साथ भी, जीवन के बाद भी, वेरी एप्ट लाइफ के साथ ही जाएगा इंश्योरेंस आपको। व्हेनेवर यू स्टार्ट योर जर्नी एज ए करियर टू डेथ, इंश्योरेंस इज ए इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ योर फैमिली एंड यू। बट डिपेंड्स, आपको नहीं रखना है तो ठीक है, साथी आपको। बट आई थिंक पीपल आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस, आई अंडरस्टैंड दिस, क्योंकि उसके बिना टूडेज वर्ल्ड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सर्वाइव। सो आई होप नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 years people don't ask such questions.
Yes, I agree with you. It's a mindset issue. And what is good is that mindset of the people are changing. Talking about insurance, the need of insurance, let me quote a personal anecdote. My parents were thinking about taking a policy. My father took a policy, but somehow or the other, before my mother could sign on the policy document, she fell ill and died. And because of that, her policy was not taken. Had that policy been taken, our life, at least for the 10 to 12 years, with the insurance money, we could have had a better standard of life. That's what insurance is, and that's what our catalyst Hemang is trying to promote. That mindset needs to change. When we say insurance, people usually think only of life insurance. But there is health, motor, home, travel, and more. What are the core types of insurance every household should understand?
Very nice question. You rightly said that people think about life insurance, but I think there is so many products. Let me tell you 2 minutes about the non-life. See, there are two types of insurance anywhere, like life and non-life, predominantly. So life, everybody knows. I don't want to go into that. Life, everybody knows. Non-life is which is non-life asset base. So any asset to be insured is a non-life, come under the non-life. And non-life, you rightly said, there is a motor insurance, and let me tell you that motor insurance is a compulsory under the Motor Vehicle Act of India. So if you don't take insurance, it's a criminal offence. So motor is a law. Motor insurance is a law. Rest is voluntary. You to buy. Predominantly, very rightly question, there is so many types of insurance for, I can say, business people, professional, small company, SME, MSME, corporate, and conglomerate. We can discuss about the other policy maybe afterwards. But very rightly, you are asked even typically one household, normal household, which type of policy one should focus. So one is obviously health policy. Everyone knows health policy, mediclaim policy, जो बोलते हैं आप. तो वो आपको होना ही चाहिए. I think is a two types of policy. One is individual as well as family floater. तो family floater तो आपके पास होना ही चाहिए. If you have family of 4, 5, 6, lot of variety, lot of options are available to you. And now there is let me add you because I think we missed in previous question. Now in India, previously there is only 4 non-life companies, which is government based, government owned. New India, National and United and New India and United and Oriental. But now after 2002, the government passed the law and so many companies, any companies can come out with the to do the business in India. So now currently there is a 75 company, life, non-life and health. So now there is also one category called health policy, health companies who only give the health policies. So you have typically life company, life insurance companies, you have non-life companies, and then you have 6, 7 only health company. Like give example of Star, Magma, and give example so people of audience can understand what do you mean by the standalone. Right. So there is only standalone who doing business in health only. And the rest of the insurance is life and non-life. So non-life can do everything. So typically, if you say about the insurance in one household family, is like first is health, obviously, and there is other. It's called top-up. Maybe we can talk later on this topic because it's little required some detailing. So health policy should be there, for which include also your parents, your children, up to 25. You can include, and after 25 you can take separate policy. There is a rule. Right? You can add also parents. So there is a family floater. Second is obviously vehicle. If a vehicle you have to insure because it's a law, third party because you don't want to insure the comprehensive. There is a two types of insurance in motor. Third party means obviously if any accident happen and it damages to third party, so that is compulsory according to law. If you don't have, it's a criminal offense. As far as comprehensive policy, mostly we all take कि भी एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो डैमेज हो आपकी कार, सो कार को रिपेयर करने गैरेज में जाओगे तो गैरेज में जो खर्चा होगा वो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी विल पे. दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पार्ट. सो इन योर मोटर पॉलिसी देयर इज टू टाइप्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पॉलिसी पार्ट एंड थर्ड पार्टी. सो थर्ड पार्टी इज कंपलसरी. कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव आपको नहीं लेना तो यू कैन से टू योर एजेंट और कि मेरे को थर्ड पार्टी चाहिए बिकॉज वो तो लेना ही पड़ेगा. बट मोस्टली ऑब्वियसली गाड़ी इतनी महंगी है तो एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो आप लेते हो. So obviously, if you have vehicle in home, maybe bike, scooter, or four-wheeler, insurance is there. Third is main people don't know about these insurance, which I want to categorical mention. You have in Mumbai, you know how the value of rate of flats, and so you buy very luxurious flat and with crores. But when you make, and obviously once you have this luxurious flat, आपका फर्नीचर भी उतना ही होगा. So what about furniture? And unfortunately, because of low value premium, this is not propagated by the insurance company also that those time. But now you are available for 5 to 10 years duration. आप 5-10 साल का भी ले सकते हो. Home insurance, which cover your furniture, fixture, all the utilities like washing machine and ACs and including your jewelry. You have to disclose. So any amount you have to disclose and inform, and that policy will be given to you. So home policy is very important because you spend a lot of money in your interior decorator. You pay crores of rupees interiors of flat also. So what about that? They take you to third party also. So this is health हो गया, ये हो गया. Then you have accident policy separate. Health is okay, but if you want to buy some accident happen to you, something, you can buy accident policy up to in crores with a very low premium. Health may be a little you feel कि भाई premium इतना आ रहा है. The chart is there. Every company has their own chart and is regulated by IRDA. So health में तो कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकते. But accident you can take a 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore accident. In the eventuality of accident, you can also get lot of compensation. Say for example, एक आँख गया, आपका हाथ गया, ये गया, तो you can get the compensation. Plus, after hospitalization also, 8 weeks they will pay you something. It depends on you have to read obviously. You have to discuss with your intermediary. कि भाई इसमें क्या क्या आएगा, what you can do. So accident policy also good. And important part is term plan. And this I want to spend some time on this because nowadays people, what happened? Previously, term plan was not familiar because the people used to stay in joint family. Let me tell you, I know people feel basically ये joint family का क्या इसमें insurance में कहाँ से आ गया? In joint families, people say if something happens to me, the family can take care. Now is a nucleus family. So a nucleus family is there, so term plan is very important. Because if anything eventually happen, because today your lifestyle you don't want to change. If your kids are studying in some school or your lifestyle, and suddenly happen because you see anything can happen. The person, say for example, is a vice president in bank with a good salary and everything is there, and suddenly one day morning is no more. So what about this kids and widow? And she cut to 20 years back, like like Bechari and a lot of hardship used to face. Then suddenly this concept, why? Why you want to do this? You take care of your family. Na? See, end of the day, people feel, people talk about lot कि I'm doing for my family, I'm doing for family. भाई आप क्यों करते हो? भाई मेरी family के लिए करता हूँ, मेरे बच्चे के लिए करता हूँ. So then term plan is very important part in life. Also to mitigate the risk of loan or debt. Forget the take care. Say for example, you take a loan on your flat, which is mostly people take. If something happens to you, who will pay the balance installment? She has to go out of the home. So I think term plan is very essential part. Maybe we discuss. I want to talk a lot about term plan. Maybe in next eventually we talk because very important part in life is also term plans play a major role in today's family and in today's time, socially also, economically also. Term plan is very important. So in nutshell, come to your question. A typically household, how many types of policies should take? So health policy, accident, home, and term plan, and vehicle. If you have it, otherwise it's okay. So these 5 तो आपको लेना चाहिए. बाकी आपका बिजनेस क्या है वो अलग बात हो जाती है. बट टिपिकली एक हाउस होल्ड में ये 5 में से 3 या 5 में से 4 आप लो तो आई थिंक इज लाइफ इज मच मोर इजी.
Thank you for creating that awareness and letting our readers know as to what they should be having, at least the basic things. That awareness, I'm sure, our readers will take it forward when they are looking at for insurance premiums. Thank you very much for that. Moving forward, why do so many people skip insurance even when they know life is uncertain? Is it lack of awareness, overconfidence, mistrust, affordability, or simply procrastination?
I think I given you the answer in previous your question कि मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. I think ये एक भावना जो भारतीय समाज में है, मुझे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, मैं तो हेल्दी हूँ. और या तो कोई मुझे बोलता है कि यार वेरी फनी 2-3 people I very funny but I remember before 10-15 years one client came to me. बोला कि नहीं एस्ट्रोलॉजी को पैसा क्यों दे रहे हैं, मैं तो चिन्ह बता. So I a lot of example obviously I will share in next time maybe. So there is so many funny experience also there. But I think on a serious side I think ये जो thought process है कि मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा, मुझे कुछ नहीं है. Whenever we ask the question also to people, बोला नहीं नहीं छोड़ो ना क्या, स्पेशली लेडीज में भी जेंट्स में भी यही है कि नहीं ठीक है थोड़ा बहुत भी ऊपर नीचे होता है, वो टेस्ट करा के भी आता है तो क्या 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 बोला डॉक्टर ने, बोला ठीक है डॉक्टर तो बोलते रहते हैं. यू डोंट वांट टू लिसन टू एनीथिंग बिकॉज यू फील कि आपको जो ठीक है वो ठीक है. एंड देयर इज अ बेसिक प्रॉब्लम इन इंडिया, मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल, लेट्स नॉट आई एम टॉकिंग जनरलाइज, नॉट ऑल पीपल लाइक दिस. जब भी आप कुछ भी बोलते हो, कुछ आपको समझाया जाता है, सो वो प्रोटेक्टिव हो जाता है कि नहीं नहीं ये मेरे से पैसा निकालना है या ये निकालना है इसलिए मुझे पता है. एंड दैट इज अ आई थिंक यू राइटली यूज वर्ड मिसट्रस्ट. एक है बिकॉज उसको लगता है कि पैसा लेंगे मुझे क्लेम तो मिलेगा नहीं. एक ये लोगों के सामने हुआ होगा पहले 50 साल पहले, 30 साल पहले, 20 साल पहले, और आज भी होता होगा, बट दैट इज फॉर रीजन, कुछ रीजन होगा. तो ये तो समझने की जरूरत है कि 100 में से एक क्लेम कोई एक ऐसे 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 मापदंड जो आप दो एक या दो तो कोई रीजन से आपका रिजेक्ट होगा ना. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि सब रिजेक्ट हो रहे हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा उसमें. तो पहले तो पीपल शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि तो मिसट्रस्ट का मतलब नहीं है, बिकॉज एंड ऑफ द डे हाउ वी लिव एवरीडे लाइफ विद ट्रस्ट. वी ट्रस्ट रिक्शा वाला, वी ट्रस्ट मोटर वाला, वी ट्रस्ट ओला उबर, वी ट्रस्ट गाइड, वी ट्रस्ट पायलट. सो एंड ऑफ द डे लाइफ है हमारा ट्रस्ट पे है, तो आपको ट्रस्ट तो रखना पड़ेगा. यू नो एवरीवेयर यू गो, एवरीवन तो आपको ट्रस्ट पे रखना ही पड़ेगा. कोर्ट है, कोई authority of, तो आपको you keep trust. So end of the day you keep trust and see that what is the benefits. और इंश्योरेंस क्यों लेना है, क्या लेना है, क्या मेरे को मिल रहा है, कहाँ से मैं बच रहा हूँ, क्या मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो ये जरूरी है. तो यू कैन से यू राइटली से प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन भी हो सकता है, मिसट्रस्ट तो है ही. दूसरा मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा, एक ये थॉट प्रोसेस है. फिर एक्सपेंस है, ये तो 10 साल से भर रहा हूं, मुझे कुछ हुआ नहीं. तो ये माइंडसेट थोड़ा मुझे लगता है हटाना चाहिए, क्योंकि आर यू वेटिंग टू डू कुछ इवेंट होने की आप वेट कर रहे हो क्या, तो ये भी ठीक नहीं है. तो बाय एंड लार्ज आई थिंक लोगों को भी थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट लेना पड़ेगा, और हम जैसे लोगों को थोड़ा और, हम तो बताते ही रहते हैं. एंड इडा है, अदर एजेंसी है, वी ट्राई टू कन्विंस द पीपल. But mindset of the people should change कि भाई whenever we talk about insurance is your safety. मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई sometime I talk to you, we are a social doctor and we are and सबसे बढ़िया बात ये है कि we don't charge. तो भी लोग समझते नहीं. मतलब say for example you are professional, you say भी मेरी फीस ये होगी, right? You ask something. यहाँ तो हम लोग चार्ज भी नहीं कर रहे, फिर भी somehow but we are trying, चल रहा है. It's a time evolution because large population को समझाना करना. And end of the day I have to tell you one thing, unless and until people don't keep it a priority or maybe first second, इंश्योरेंस कम आप टू डू लिस्ट होता है जो लाइफ में, वो सबसे लास्ट होता है. तो कहीं भी उसको भाई आप पांचवा चौथा रखो तो इज वर्थवाइल. आई थिंक वी ऑल ट्राइंग टू डू दैट पार्ट, लोगों को भी आगे आके प्रायोरिटी में जो कम से कम जो यंग है 30, 35, 40s नाउ ऑल आर अर्निंग गुड, दे कीप कि भाई मेरा रिन्यूअल है. लोग ऐसे भी लोग, ऐसा नहीं कि सब मेरा बराबर है कि नहीं है, सम एश्योर्ड बढ़ाना है, क्या है, गिव मी फुल, एनी अदर प्रोडक्ट्स आर अवेलेबल और नॉट, पीपल आर देयर. बट इज अ यू कैन से स्लो मूविंग आइटम ऑफ FMCG. But ठीक है, you have to go with that because end of the day you can't change mentality of people overnight. वो होते हो, so we are all think कि भी जल्दी से fast ही हो.
Thanks for this thought. Yes, we need to change the mindset. Yes, we need to ensure that people understand the importance of insurance. and rightly said, the newer generation and many people, evolved people, understands what insurance is, why the insurance is needed, and we are seeing a movement towards having more insurance policies and the types of policies that is needed. So that's a welcome change. Thank you for your thoughts. And now let's move forward. Can you share one real life example where insurance protected a family and one example where absence of insurance created serious financial hardships?
आपने ऐसा सवाल पूछ लिया कि काफी मेरी मेमोरी ताजा हो गई. There's so many examples there, but let me tell you, I don't name a close relative of mine. His wife undergo some surgery for neuro mind critical surgery, and then they feel sick and बेहोश हो गई थी और फिर हॉस्पिटल में एमआरआई किया तो लगी some brain surgery is required small. So I think we have a health policy of him. His wife family floater था 10 लाख का था शायद मेडिक्लेम. So I think that cost come to 7-8 lakh rupees. So वो तो चालू था. I told him मैं उसको पीछे पड़ा था कि let's buy the top up because जो हिसाब से लग रहा है हो सकता है कि let's buy नो. अभी तो ठीक है ये हो गया. Come back to home, a claim paid, everything is done because 10 लाख का था और 7-8 लाख का आया था तो there is no issue. मेरा भाई एक ले लेते 50 लाख का टॉप अप. there is one also products called top up जो लिया जाता है 1 करोड़ तक मिलता है and very very small premium, not like normal premium because it will be available to you after your main policy exhausted. So obviously insurance company can give you a good rate. Some 12,000, 15,000 is there for 50 lakhs. So I'm after him कि अरे ले लो भाई खत्म करो. And unfortunately, as per Indian law and new law, check has to come from he has to only pay. फादर या हस्बैंड ही दे सकता है चेक, थर्ड पार्टी नहीं चलता है और ब्रोकर भी नहीं दे सकता है. तो समटाइम्स सो मेनी टाइम्स आई फील कि मैं दे देता हूँ खत्म करो बाद में आपसे ले लूंगा रिलेटिव है तो फिर दिक्कत नहीं. बट इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से नो 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 वी कांट टेक. अरे दिस इज राइट. सो दिस इज ऑलवेज 10-12 साल हो गई एपिसोड को बट आई स्टिल डोंट फॉरगेट दैट. एंड ये बात मैं बोला मैं बारगांव से आता हूँ तो मैं बाद में ले लेंगे. आप ले लो 2 महीना चलता रहा. And suddenly again something happened and she fell sick and got back to hospital and the brain hemorrhage detected. Major operation done happened and suddenly it goes up to 8 hours plus 8 hours, 16 hours, 2 days operation done and the bill comes to 22 lakhs. So at that time I told just as a matter of, you feel so bad. You yourself feel bad. Not only my relative, but any of the person I feel bad कि भाई क्या ही है. मतलब 22 प्लस और 5-7 लाख 30 लाख रुपए तक आपका बिल है. And I feel कि भाई see this is an example. There's so many examples there. I can give you a number of examples. But also in term plan also, I want to close this with one small example. Term plan तो मेरे पास आते रहते हैं. मतलब so for example, people don't buy term plan. Same thing, no term plan. They take a loan from the institution. Institution send a notice. You have to give it. Now you understand the pain and agony of the lady. वो विडो तो हुई, उसको घर से निकलना पड़ा. See, emotionally is no. We feel lot of pain. Maybe जो इंस्टीट्यूट है उसको भी आदमी को पेन होता, बट एंड ऑफ द डे इज अ रूल. सो यू टू इविट. तो नजर के सामने है कि शी टोल्ड मी क्या कर लूं, कांट हेल्प इट. यू आपके पास कुछ है नहीं तो बैंक वाले तो निकाल देंगे ना, आपको घर नीलाम कर देंगे. सो देयर सो मेनी एग्जांपल व्हिच इज आल्सो यू फील पेन. So many times I feel कि भाई ये लोग समझते क्यों नहीं है. Sometimes you feel लाचार, handicap कि भी ये इतना होने आप किसी का जिंदगी संवार सकते हो, शांति से कर सकते हो, आप यू रूइन. घर में से बाहर निकलना इज अ फैक्ट. क्या करोगे आप? 2 महीना 6 महीने नहीं भरोगे, कोई उसके साथ तो कोई हेल्प करेगा नहीं. चलो कोई करने वाला तो ठीक है, बट समझो नहीं कोई करने वाला हेल्प, क्या करेंगे? यू हैव टू फ्लैट ले लेंगे, बेच देंगे, लोन लेके बाकी का चलो इसको दे दिया. तो आई थिंक द एग्जांपल पेनफुल बट ट्रूथ. तो सच कड़वा होता है सर.
Thank you for sharing these examples, and I'm sure people will wake up to the need for insurance. So, in the first episode, we decoded protection, responsibility, and peace of mind. Insurance, after all, is not only about what things can go wrong, it's about making sure that when life surprises us, our families do not have to pay the price. This is KD Pringloj, looking forward to meeting you in the next episode where we will navigate how to choose a right policy. Until then, stay aware, stay protected, and goodbye.